I hope all of you are fine at home. Today our topic is revision for a half-yearly exam, which is under class 11, subject biology. Chapters from my portion which are there in your half-yearly exam are chapter number 1, 3 and 5 as per NCERT book. These three chapters are from my portion. So students, today we will discuss whatever we have learned from these three chapters, which is important for your half-yearly exam. So today we will revise or recall just the topics which we have learned from every chapter under my portion. So students, first there is chapter number 1, the living world. You have already learned this chapter. In this chapter, you have learned about what is living. So we will recall the points what we have learned from every chapter. What is living? Then we have learned about diversity in the living world. The diversity in the living world includes some points like biodiversity, binomial nomenclature, classification. Next, we have learned about taxonomic categories. Taxonomic categories includes the species, genus, family, order, class, phylum in case of animals, or division in case of plants, and then kingdom. So these comes under the different taxonomic categories. Next, in this chapter we have also learned about taxonomical aids. Taxonomical aids, under this we have learned about herbarium, botanical gardens, museum, zoological parks, and about key. Okay? So these are the points which we have learned from chapter 1, the living world. So students, you should go through all these points. You should read your book thoroughly and cover all these points. And also you should learn the NCERT question answers from this chapter and the study materials which I have sent you. Okay, now we will move on to our next chapter, which is there under my portion, that is chapter number 3, the plant kingdom. Okay, so next chapter under my portion is chapter 3, plant kingdom. So under plant kingdom we have learned about algae. Okay, algae, different classes of algae we have learned, like chlorophyceae, phaeophyceae, rhodophyceae. Okay, these are the different classes of algae. We have learned the different characteristics of each of the classes of algae, and we have also learned about several examples of each classes. Next, we have learned about the bryophytes. We have learned about the characteristics of bryophyte. Okay, then we have done several examples of bryophytes. Next, we have learned about pteridophytes, different characteristics of pteridophytes. Again, we have learned some examples of pteridophytes. We have seen different diagrams related to all these topics. Next, we have learned about gymnosperms, about the characteristics of gymnosperms, about the type of seed. Okay, and the gymnosperm, examples of gymnosperm. Then we have also learned about angiosperms. We have learned about the characteristics of angiosperms, life cycles of angiosperms, and also examples of angiosperms. Next, we have learned about plant life cycles and alternation of generation. So we have learned about alternation of generation. All these points come under chapter 3, that is plant kingdom, which we have already learned. So students, you should go through all these points, read your books thoroughly, read the study materials which I have sent you thoroughly, and read the NCERT question answers properly. Prepare them first. First you start preparing the short answer questions, then you go to the lengthy answers step by step. Okay. Now the next chapter in your syllabus from my portion is chapter number 5, that is morphology of flowering plants. Now students, I have already told you that from this chapter, that is morphology of flowering plants, whatever topic are there in your book, every topic is not going to come in your exam, because most of the topics has been deleted by CBSE this time. Okay, so which topics you will read properly, you will read thoroughly, which topics you will prepare thoroughly. Okay, so I have written here. Okay, and you should apart from these topics, you should also follow the study material which I have sent you and the NCERT question answers. So what are the topics you should study from this chapter, that is morphology of flowering plants? First, about the topic, you should learn about the inflorescence. Okay, the inflorescence, that is the racemose type of inflorescence and the cymose type of inflorescence. These are the two main types of inflorescence. I have already taught you and you have also learned. Next, you will learn about the topic, the flower. Okay, you have also learned about the topic flower. In your books, you will see that there are also some subtopics under this topic, the flower. Okay, like the position of the ovary in a flower, and many other topics like actinomorphic, zygomorphic. Okay, so you should learn all the topics which are there under this section, the flower. Next, you have learned about, and you will also prepare about parts of a flower. Under the parts of a flower, we have learned about the 4 main folds of a flower, that is the calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Okay, so we have learned about the 4 main folds of the flora. We have seen the different parts of a flower, the calyx, the corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Also under this section, we have learned about estipation and placentation. So these are also important, so you should go through these topics properly. Next, under this chapter, in this chapter we have learned about semi-technical description of a typical flowering plant. I have already sent videos on this topic, semi-technical description of a typical flowering plant, that is how to write the floral formula or how to draw the floral diagram and what does each sign indicates. How you will learn to write the floral formula, and you should also learn about the floral diagram. Next, we have learned about description of some families like Solanaceae and Liliaceae. So these two families are important. These two families are there in your syllabus. So under these families, we have learned about the different characteristics of these families, like vegetative characters, floral characters, then floral formula. We have seen their floral diagram. We have also learned about their economic importance. So under this topic, description of families, we have learned these characteristics of the families Solanaceae and Liliaceae. Okay, so all these topics you should cover under the chapter morphology of flowering plants. Apart from this, you should read the book thoroughly, and which will cover these points, and you will prepare the NCERT question answers properly, and also you will go through the study I have sent you. So students, this is all about today's topic. So I hope you have understood what message I want to deliver you, that prepare properly for your exam. Okay, study very hard so that you can score good marks in your exam. So all the best for your upcoming half-yearly exam. I hope everyone will do well. So thank you and have a nice day.